Okay, everyone, I feel very silly filming with this, but you'll get it in a second. Well, if you're reading the title of the video, you know I'm pregnant. So, yeah, I really wish I had a cute little video. The first time I took a pregnancy test, like 6 months ago, and I was not pregnant, I filmed it, and then I was sad. And I was like, I don't want to just keep filming it because that'll be sad to just, you never know how long it's going to take. So, on Thursday, June 27th, I believe, I tested positive. Is that true? Yes. It was a Thursday. I'll insert the date if it's wrong, but this was my first one. You can kind of see that faint line, but I was not expecting it at all, which is why I didn't film it. I was late, but since getting off birth control, my numbers have been wonky, so I was still within the time of what was normal for me. But David was like, oh, just take one to see, like, we're going into the weekend, whatever. So I did that, and I ran downstairs and told him. He was luckily home that day. And then I took another one the next day, so Friday, I believe. We went and bought other pregnancy tests because I only had one. I had this off-brand. And then this was the one on Friday. Again, you can kind of see the faint line there. And then today, this is Monday the 2nd, or Tuesday the 2nd, is a lot more clear. Yay. You're propped up in my bathroom, by the way. That's what this view is. I really didn't have a ton of symptoms. Words are hard. I've been writing down a list of symptoms. I don't know how I want to do this. If I want to vlog throughout the first trimester. I've watched a lot of different people who are pregnant and they do it a lot of different ways. But yeah. So according to my app, which I don't know how accurate it is, I'm 5 weeks in a few days pregnant with a due date around the end of February. And I've told some of my closest friends just because even though I am early, I was like, I can't keep this a secret from them. And if something does happen, I need support. So we did tell some of our closest friends. I'm out of breath, which apparently is a symptom of pregnancy. So that check. But other than that, I really didn't have any other symptoms. I was super tired the week before, but I've had a lot of work and job stress that I won't go into here. But that, I thought I was just like wanting to unplug, so I would be falling asleep. And I honestly go to bed early all the time, so I didn't think it was that weird. The only other thing, right after I took that first pregnancy test and it was positive, the bloating, I've noticed the bloating a lot. So those are the two big symptoms. I've not been nauseous yet. I know that people say that can come later. The other thing is that I turn 26 on July 26th. So I'm throwing a big party in Kansas City at this brewery with all these people and all of our friends. So that's partially also why I told some of my friends, because we like beer. Like half of my YouTube channel is like taking you guys to breweries. And so I didn't know what to do. I was like, all these people are coming in. I don't like want to fake drink because I don't think I'll be able to do that well. So I told some of my friends so that they can help. I think my plan is that if all goes well, I'll tell my parents and my grandparents when they're in town for the party on that Saturday, the 27th. My birthday is the Friday, the 26th. The party is the 27th. When I called the OB that I originally have been seeing the past like year or so, she couldn't get me in. They couldn't get me into anyone until August 5th. And that made me nervous to tell people. But I called around to a different OB in the area and they are able to get me in July 24th. That will make me feel a little bit better about telling my parents and grandparents, is that like I have like a photo. Hopefully it'll all be going well and I'll feel confident telling everyone. Anyway, this was the longest intro ever to an exciting first trimester vlog.
Okay, I just watched that back. I want to make it clear that I'm not drinking. I just, like 4th of July is coming up. And again, we drink around David's family, who we spend 4th of July with every year. And so I bought hop water, which is a type of beverage that's just sparkling water. Anyway, so what I was trying to say in that last clip was that I'm not drinking, but people would notice if I wasn't drinking or if I was faking it or if people wanted to buy me a beer. I just didn't want to be in that predicament at my birthday party. So that's why I wanted to tell my parents and my closest friends. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. It was that I'm not drinking while pregnant. So I've been just trying to be creative around my Beerstagram, making content, posing with David's beers. Because again, I don't want to tell the world until we're further along. So you might not be seeing this video for a while, but just wanted to document it. Okay, everyone, I got a new phone since I started the vlog from the first trimester, and then I didn't put the mic on. So we'll see if this works. My hair is looking kind of crazy, but we just got back from our first appointment, and look. So baby is very tiny. It curled up a little bit. I was thinking I was around 8 weeks, 4 days, but they estimated 7 weeks, 4 days. So the new due date is March 8th, which my brother's wedding is March 15th. So when I tell my parents and my family members this weekend, I'm sure they're gonna be a little shocked, and I am a little shocked, but the doctor talked about some options we can consider once we get closer to that. So that's good. I'm just very happy. It feels very real. I mean, they're so small, so, you know, but it felt good to talk to someone and have someone tell us that everything looked good. So, yay. We got it because they brought it in for us, and it was super fun.
Oh, yeah. Big news.
She's pregnant.
No, you're not. You are? No, you're not.
She is.
You were supposed to get it out so they could read
Is she
the
really?
You were supposed to read it.
Look on the fridge. Or did you put
I
it
put
away?
it away.
Where'd you put it?
In the bedroom.
Oh, your brother's not even here for this.
I thought he was. I thought he was waiting.
No, it's not though, right?
No, she's
Yeah,
pregnant.
she's pregnant. She's real.
Did you read the bottle?
I read the bottle. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
She
You
is.
know?
No.
Where'd she go?
She ran away.
She can't even drink at her own party. She's so mad about it. It is for real.
I want to make that up. That'd be really sad. I'm scared.
I'm gonna cry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't even know Hunter was here. I don't want to tell you.
March 8th.
Oh, shit.
No, it's good.
Oh. I was like, is it bad? Is it... Where's it from? What?
Well,
Read the bottle.
can you read it?
No, the other bottle. Yeah, that one.
His bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations!
So now you all need to drink heavily for my party.
Oh.
I'm not.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. Here you go. Well, it's kind of that's hers. But yay!
I still.
Yeah. I know we have to show you this
we got
gift
Taylor.
that David got me for our birthday. Oh, rock.
She's pregnant.
Oh my gosh, are you for real? Grandma the Great. Oh, thank
On March 8th.
March.
So I was.
Hello everyone. It's been a long while since we've chatted, and I had an update because I just hit 14 weeks today, I believe. So I wanted to do a little recap of my first trimester and then also do a what is that? A week by week overview of what I was feeling. I can give you a bump date. There's not really a bump, but I'll show you kind of. Again, I'm filming on my phone. I don't have a camera anymore, and I have my notes of what I've been recording of how I'm feeling on my laptop. So if I'm looking over there, that's why, but I'll try to show you. I'm also filming a video of my pregnancy transformation so that by the end we have a full video, but this is me right now. So I'm 14 weeks. It's also like 3 p.m. Yeah, 3:30. So I feel like it gets worse throughout the day. You know, like not worse, but like I get more pregnant looking or bloated. I don't feel like I look pregnant. I feel like I just look like I gained weight, but oh well. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Okay, let's go through. I'll probably just keep you here actually. I'm in my office, and I decorated for fall a little bit. I just put a pumpkin right there. And I have other decor throughout the house. Okay, focusing. It is Saturday, September 7th, and I am 14 weeks pregnant. And here is my updates. So I thought I found out at 4 weeks, 6 days, but I did not. I found out 3 weeks, 6 days, according to what I was measuring at the doctor. Also, I've only been to the doctor once. I went for my 8-week, or yeah, I thought it was my 8-week, but it was a 7-week. But then I was supposed to go last week, and then they messed up who they put me with. I wasn't with the doctor that my OB, so I am waiting until next, one moment. Okay, as I was saying, I had an appointment scheduled for last week, or 2 weeks ago. It didn't happen because they put me with the wrong doctor, and then they couldn't get me in until this week. So I will have my second appointment on Tuesday, September 10th, which will be exciting. But yeah, so I found out at 3 weeks, 6 days, and there really wasn't any major symptoms. I had no cravings. I had felt really tired, which will be a trend you'll hear and see, but I blamed it on some work stress and some changes that were happening at my job. I felt bloated and cramping, but again, those are like typical symptoms of like before you get your period, so I didn't really think anything of it. And then I found out I was pregnant, and you saw that, I think. You didn't see the instant clip because I was in shock and I did not film it, but yeah. So then going into week 4, the first symptom I had that has continued as well until this week has been like waking up frequently to pee. I drink a lot of water. I drink like almost 120 ounces or more a day. So I was used to peeing a lot, but now I'm peeing in the middle of the night, which has never happened before. I felt extra tired. My scalp got really dry. I used to be on Dupixent, which was an eczema, atopic dermatitis shot, but then the doctor said I could have continued it, but I had stopped it because I had planned to stop it anyway. So I can't tell what part of that is pregnancy dry symptoms and what part of that is just my skin doesn't like me symptoms. But I had dry scalp, was waking up at night as well, outside of like going to the bathroom a lot. I just would wake up and wasn't able to fall asleep. And then I remember for a few days my right ear was just like pulsing, and I don't really know again if that was just random or if that was related to pregnancy. Oh, and I sneezed a ton, which apparently is a pregnancy thing, but I was sneezing nonstop. Going into week 5, I was waking up at night. I was tired, but overall I put feeling fine, question mark, and I put which is stressing me out, and I was a little nauseous, which made me feel better because I never had, knock on wood, I've never had morning sickness, and I felt like that, I thought I would. I don't know why, but I thought I would. And because my coworker friend who was pregnant was so sick from week 3, she had found out around when I had found out back in January, and she was immediately like sick the whole time and through her second trimester. So I just kind of assumed that would happen to me, but yeah, I felt fine. I was getting nauseous around certain things, but that was all I wrote for week 5. Going into week 6, I felt nauseous, I felt tired, and that was all I wrote there. And then week 7, I started getting dizzy after showering, and that has continued on and off after my cardio days. I will get dizzy in the shower if I don't take a break between working out and like I eat a popsicle. If I go straight into the shower from working out, I will get dizzy. I felt so sleepy, nauseous, and I had headaches. Week 8, in all caps, I wrote nausea, so I clearly kicked in sleepy, waking up to pee all the night, at night still, and I wrote so hungry. And I think this was around the first time that I started feeling like that I was hungry more than normal. I continued to mainly eat my same diet for the most part through the first trimester. The latter half of the first trimester, I did increase to 2 snacks a day. Usually I was just eating 1 snack a day. But, okay. That was week 8, was all the nausea. Week 9, I put sleepy, I want mashed potatoes, and hungry in all caps. So clearly week 9, I was starting to feel the hunger more. Similarly, in week 10, hungry, tired, I started breaking out more on my forehead, and it's all just been right here this whole time. And now, week 14, I've had a few more chin pimples, which that is pretty common for me in this area. I've never had acne here. Week 10, I put hungry, tired, acne, and my skin is so dry, and that is still true. I had to switch a few products around in my skincare because my skin, I will wake up in the morning and it'll just be completely flaky all over, which again, I have had a lot of skin issues, but it has never been like this. So, like in terms of the dryness. Okay, week 11, skin dry and acne. Week 12, tired, skin dryness, acne continuing, still hungry. Week 13, tired, emotional, and peeing all the time. So clearly I've been very consistent. I have definitely had what I will say is an easy pregnancy so far, in the sense of like, I was most scared about morning sickness, and that was something I did not experience. I had the nausea kind of throughout, but nothing too bad, and I haven't felt nauseous really since. The biggest thing is honestly my level of exhaustion and tiredness. And that, again, was kind of what I, looking back, noticed when I first found out I was pregnant, or before I knew I was pregnant. I'm a morning person. I've always been a morning person. I work 7:30 to 4 most days. And in my new job, which I accepted a new job, which I can talk about maybe in a different vlog, but while pregnant. And I thought I was going to be working 8 to 5. And luckily they let me do 7:30 to 4 as well. And I don't think I could do 8 to 5. Like, I don't think I could. Like, I am dead to the world, like, on the couch in my pajamas by 5 p.m. every day. So I know I could have made it work, and I would have had an hour lunch, and that would have been helpful. But just to note, I have been so tired. There have been multiple days of the week where I fall asleep at like 6 or 7, and then I sleep until 8:30 or 9 when we normally go to bed, and I unload the dishes or whatever, and then I sleep from 9 to 4:45 or 9 till 5 a.m. or 9 to 6 a.m. depending on the day. So yeah. But the last thing I want to get into before I end this week or first trimester vlog is that, so I scraped my arm, so that's what that is. But is my cravings and my dislikes, because I assumed when I was pregnant I would just have like immediate like things I couldn't stop craving all the time. I feel like you see that all the time on social media. That has not been my experience. I have had very specific cravings at very specific times. But other than that, there's not like one food I'm overwhelmingly craving all of the time. And maybe that is normal, but I thought I would share. Right when I first found out I was pregnant, I was craving breakfast burritos and chicken tenders the first 6 weeks. Like, I ate so many breakfast burritos, but then now both sound gross. Like, I ate chicken tenders at one of my favorite places in Kansas, again, right around 5 or 6 weeks, and it was so good. But then after I finished it, I felt so disgusted by the idea of eating chicken tenders, and I haven't had chicken tenders since. Same thing with breakfast burritos. I've had breakfast burritos since, but we were doing chorizo breakfast burritos, and now the idea of chorizo is so disgusting to me. My husband tried to make it mixed with hamburger, and I could totally tell, and I picked out all of the chorizo. So chorizo is still gross, but breakfast burritos were definitely a craving. After week 7, or during week 7, I wrote potatoes, baked goods like muffins and cookies. And then I didn't write again until week 11, which is when I started craving ramen or like soup, broth-based things. And then week 13, this past week, I've been craving beef sticks. We've been doing a lot of like kind of mini charcuterie. My doctor said I can continue eating cheese as long as it's pasteurized. So I've been doing that with like an apple, a Cosmic Crisp apple specifically, and then cutting up some cheese and then cutting up like a Chomps beef stick, because you can't have like cold cuts. So I've been doing that. Dislikes, I've not been able to eat cream cheese. I ate a bagel every morning for breakfast for like many years now at this point, and I cannot do cream cheese. So I've just been doing butter. I could not drink hot coffee until week 10. The idea of it, I would have like a sip and then never drink it. But after week 10, I've been drinking coffee half calf, and have been feeling like that has been good. And then the last thing was the chorizo. So that has been my first trimester, my first pregnancy recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a little chaotic. I didn't know what I would film but maybe I'll continue this so that we have something to look back on by the time the baby comes in March. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I haven't done a sit down video that wasn't a vlog in a long time. So yeah.